Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking.
Pretty good.
Tonight on the show, we're going to teach you how to make one egg roll. And also, egg roll in a bowl. And you have to say bowl that way so that it rhymes with roll. Not bowl. Bowl. The first step, we're going to do it right tonight. Make a drink. Got 2 ice cubes, a lemon wedge, and I think I'm going to have a little bit of bourbon. Tonight I'm mixing my bourbon with some unsweet tea. Alright, so I'm gonna just start chopping stuff because this is, you gotta chop stuff ahead of time kind of thing. So I'm gonna ramble while I do that. So we'll start off with ginger. Maybe I'll just use this fancy Y peeler. There were some fine folks back in the day who offered to buy one of these for me. And I'm really glad that they didn't because I bought one myself and I don't like it. So I would have felt like a ungracious ingrate. And surely there's never been any PGC footage of me being an ingrate. So we got some ginger. We're gonna give that a chop. You can grind this down if you prefer. Honestly, there's like tons of specialized tools for this. I have those tools, and ultimately I find myself coming back to just chopping it by hand. And I don't really know why. I think it just works better for me. I don't think that's the best way. It works for me. Okay, so as I'm chopping this, I want to share that in the planning for tonight's episode, I actually just planned on making egg roll in a bowl. The reason that I wanted to make that is I feel like it's genre appropriate, and that we make a lot of easy meals, quick meals, stuff that's not too hard. And egg roll in a bowl takes out the hardest part of making an egg roll. You don't gotta roll anything. It's quite a bit healthier because you're not eating that wrapper, you're not frying anything. It's just generally better. So we're gonna make one egg roll. I'm not gonna deep fry it, just gonna pan fry it. Deep frying is such a pain in the ass. It wasn't a pain in the ass when I still had that deep fryer. I'm glad I don't own that anymore because deep frying should be a pain in the ass, in terms of the your health benefits. Here's some garlic that I grew. It's nice and cured now. We've been working on this clove for a bit. I'm gonna use 2 cloves. Phil's garden garlic. And basically what this is gonna end up being, the egg roll in a bowl is just kind of like a pork and cabbage stir fry. But it sounds really good to me. That's why I'm making it. All right, so we'll give those a crush. Okay, and then chop it up. My garlic's pretty strong. You can smell how strong it is. I'm not gonna chop it up that much because I don't care. All right, moving through the vegetable world. Next up, we got some green onions. Got a shitload of them, far more than I need. And we are going to cut the roots off, throw them away, and give some chops to the green bits, the white bits, but also the green bits. And we can save the other side maybe for a topping later. I got water chestnuts. I don't think we've ever done anything with water chestnuts. Water chestnuts don't taste like much of anything, but they got an interesting texture. These may or may not be in egg rolls. I think a lot of times they're not, but I thought it would be fun to add them, particularly because we're going for that stir fry effect. Like any canned Asian vegetable, these got the smell of the funk on them, so you gotta give those a good rinse. Every time I open like the bamboo shoots or the baby corn, the water chestnuts, they all smell weird. And we're gonna chop those up as well, because if they were whole and you tried to wrap them up, it might be difficult. Water chestnuts, I think, were popular in the 1960s or thereabouts because they were, like exotic, this came from somewhere else type deal. I just think it's hilarious of how it had that universal appeal because, truly it tastes like nothing at all. Wow, look at this exotic crunchy thing. It has no flavor. Yeah, nothing. There's a light taste, I suppose. All right, other things I have are some mushrooms. These are optional. It's gonna be some better flavor. Those are Crimini Mushrooms, so known as Crimini. You might be noticing that I'm not washing them. It's because I don't care. And I would not chop them up too finely unless you hate mushrooms, and then chop the hell out of them. That's Phil's law of mushrooms. All right, bell pepper is another one that you might say, hey, that doesn't belong in an egg roll. And I would say, well, neither do you. You don't belong in an egg roll. But really, I'm just trying to get some more healthy vegetables in here. Some nice color. This one is red, in case you're colorblind and need me to tell you the color of every vegetable. And if that's the case, well, I would be willing to do that. So I'm chopping these into kind of small matchsticks. That's plenty. And finally, we have the cabbage. I've got a big old Napa cabbage. And the whole reason we're cooking this tonight is I wanted to eat Napa cabbage. The only reason. That's how I came to this point. So you can do a number of things with this. I'm going to try to get some of the water out of it. So you can do this many different ways. But I'm basically just gonna pull off the leaves, toss them with some salt, kind of let them sit over the sink for a minute. At a certain point on the inside, you're gonna say, F it, and getting yellower and yellower, and you probably don't want to eat that. So There's some waste. What do you want from me? All right. So let's hit it with some salt. And I'm gonna use fine salt. I don't really know if it matters for this purpose. We use fine or kosher. Don't be afraid to just beat the shit out of it with your hands. You can just wring it like you're strangling the cabbage. All right. I'm taking a shortcut, and you should too. Buy shredded carrots. They're almost the same price as regular carrots, and you don't gotta f with them. Shredded carrots, available at Kroger. I love these things. I hate shredded carrots. I also got bean sprouts. I like those. All right, over here in this bowl with a handle, also known as a measuring cup, I'm gonna make up a little sauce. So we're gonna put in some soy sauce, like a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And I'm gonna add some mirin because I don't have rice wine vinegar, I don't think. It's like a sweetened rice wine vinegar, I think. Fermented rice extract. I guess that's not what that is. Okay, this is the Xinjiang vinegar. Xinjiang! Yeah, only a little bit of that because it's got some funk. We don't want too much funk. So I'm gonna throw in some apple cider vinegar. Oh boy, this is an improvised episode if you can't tell. I like things a little vinegary. And we'll add some sesame oil. Kind of looks like there's something floating in there. And add a little sriracha. You can omit this, so use chili oil. I'm just gonna add a tiny little bit right now. And we'll add more if we want it. And then maybe some sweetness. We'll add a little bit of sweetness. Just a little regular sugar. I think will do it for us. Probably like a teaspoon of sugar. And mix that on up. Good. A little heavy on the vinegar, but I like that. Okay, so now we're gonna start frying things. This is my non-stick wok. It's beat up as hell. I have a proper wok. It is seasoned. I could use that instead, but again, in reflecting, I realized I'm a non-stick kind of guy. So it's just what I want to use. That's what I'm gonna use. And if you're making egg roll in a bowl, you can use non-stick. We're gonna get that heated up, medium-high heat. There's protein. Locally sourced pork from Jimbo. Ground pork. There it is. I think I met this pig. That pig was nice. Okay, so I got my pork, and I'm just gonna slap that right in there. It's probably gonna sparkle a little bit because it's wet. That's okay. 1 pound of pork. Break it up. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of this sauce. Just enough to give it a little bit of flavor. We'll be adding it back later, but I just wanna get this fried off first. So we will be back after I fried the pork. And I get another drink. Is that a natural hand gesture? Do people do that? I feel like I do that. All right, so our pork cooked. We're gonna do our best to scoop it out without pulling too much of that pork juice out of there. Pork juice is the scientific term. So it looks like I have managed to extract all of the pork juice. But check this one out. You can pour it back in. All right, I need some more oil. I'm gonna add some veggie oil. I want no more sesame oil. All right, we're gonna start with our garlic and ginger. You see, this is a shitload of ginger. Probably too much ginger. So I'm gonna add about half that, and I'm just gonna not do anything with the rest of it. So give that a cooking. It's only gonna be a short while. I just want this to get fragrant. But once you smell it, it's good. So next up, we're gonna add our mushrooms, chestnuts, green onion. And we're gonna give these a saute, or a wok. Probably an okay time to add some peps. And while that's cooking, we can bring out our cabbage, bring it out a little bit, and then we'll start chopping this up. Look at all that water. Now you can chop this to your pleasing. If you were trying to make only egg rolls, you would be far more concerned with chopping this up finely. But I'm only making 1 egg roll, so I don't care. I don't care at all. Just chop it to your heart's content. All right, that's good to me. Got big bits, I got small bits, every kind of bits. Pile of cabbage. I'm gonna keep sauteing this up until it's time to add the next ingredients. By cooking things in sequential order, such as we are, you're allowing things that take longer to cook longer. Things that take shorter to cook shorter. It's a beautiful cycle of balance and shit, you know? Right? So these guys are looking a little bit cooked, not totally cooked, but a little bit cooked. Cooked enough for my preference. Start adding carrots. Don't hold back on the carrots, they're good for you. Here's that cabbage, lots of cabbage. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And like always with cabbage, you'll be amazed. Look at all those terrible cuts I did. You'll always be amazed with where does the cabbage go? You're gonna cook it down and it's gonna go away. I'm gonna cook that for a couple minutes. And I think this would be a good time to season with the seasoning. Okay, it's the soy sauce shits. I didn't use all of it. I just gave it like a big once over. It's gonna take a while for this pan to heat back up. Cook this good down. Yeah, we'll be waiting. But this is why I wanted to put egg roll in a bowl. Cause look, that looks good. Looks way better than the inside of an egg roll. Why not just eat the shit? Why you gotta fry it, you fat ass? Just eat the good vegetables. Come on. All right, so look at this. We got a nice egg roll filling. We're gonna add our pork back in, and we can add a shitload of bean sprouts. I like bean sprouts, so we're gonna add a lot of those. And cooked bean sprouts are, what do you want to call them? Controversial. Controversial in that most people don't like super cooked bean sprouts. So basically at this point, I'm gonna add those bean sprouts in. We're gonna very lightly cook them. I might even consider turning the heat off at this point. As soon as I see these guys wilt just a little bit, turn off the heat. I'm gonna turn off the heat now. Okay, and then this has to cool in order for you to roll it up properly. So, I'm gonna let that cool off a little bit. But if you were just having an egg roll in a bowl, you don't gotta wait for nothing. You can just serve it. So let's serve it. Here's some jasmine rice that I cooked, and it looks nice. Okay, there it is. Using a pair of tongs, I think that's probably gonna be the easiest thing to do. You just take this, put it right in to your bowl. And if you want some extra sauce, you got sauce. If you want the full takeout experience, you can put sweet and sour sauce on this. I don't think I have sweet and sour sauce, but I do have this packet of miscellaneous takeout sauces, and there might be sweet and sour sauce in there. I got duck sauce, that's close enough. Okay, hit it with the sesame seeds. That just makes anything look nice. Makes it look like a meal. All right. Let's give it a try. Mmm, what a primo meal. I give that 4 thumbs up. Tastes like the ingredients we put in it. Look at that. Looks like the inside of an egg roll. That's because it is.
Do you like egg rolls?
Nah. My wife always makes me order them for her when we get Chinese. I don't eat them. Actually, sometimes we get the, like the combo meal where it comes with egg roll. Courtney eats both of them. I like them okay. I like the filling, which is why I eat it on top of rice. But honestly, it's just like a big fried turd. Like I'm just not that into it. All right, using my tongs. Almost destroyed the egg roll. I'm gonna place it in the oil. Now, if you were cooking multiple ones of these, you could cook them at the same time. And hell, maybe that first one went so well, we'll make another. I think we might put a little too much oil in there. But the flip side is that maybe it's the right amount of oil. Look at that, it's crisping up already. This one already needs a rotation. Now, because we're frying it a side at a time, these might actually end up being a little triangular. That's okay, that's all right. If you deep fry it, it'd be more circular, but who the hell cares? Look how good they look. It looks good. Not gonna be much longer now. Egg rolls are done. There's one and there's 2. Now they don't look as golden brown as maybe they would from the takeout place. And that is specifically because, I don't know why actually, I don't know. Maybe the type of wrapper we used, maybe the oil we used. If you want to be fancy, you can plate things like that, then they look nice. Crunch. Ah, delicious. I'm so glad I made only one of those. I mean 2 of those. It is taste better than homemade, because it's Phil made. Yeah! Did you know that we have merch? Yes, PGC merch available at tpublic.com. There are links in the description, some shit. Various shirts, swag, you could buy it if you want. And that's my pitch. Just buy it if you want. Well, I guess that's it. Bye now.